Yo, Sunsmell. What up, man? Yo, Vitamino, what's up, buddy? Hey, boys. Yeah, it's the final. It's the final. I'll be casting the finals of the duos, the solos, and the knockouts every week from now on. Just the finals. So I won't be casting the semis. I won't be casting, round one or whatever. Just the final. It is a best of two in the duos and solos, and I think the knockout is going to be a best of three. I'm unsure, but should be fun regardless. Do you hold knockout tournament today? I do indeed. After this, my knockout tournament will go live. In the future, I am going to move my knockout tournament 1 or 2 hours later than normal start time. But today, it is going to be at the same time as normal. No reason not to. Luckily for me, the finals are an hour earlier today, so I should be good to go and host mine at the normal time. I may have to delay my knockout cup by like 15-20 minutes, depending on how long they take to join right now, but we'll see. We are waiting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Missing one team of 2. How do you enjoy new patch? New patch is good, man. I like it. It's a little weird to adjust to, but they're going in the right direction. Like, some of the changes are a bit odd, but overall it's better than it was. The shorter games are nicer. I like the pacing a bit. Being a bit faster, I like that more. My one sort of, gripe is I think they changed too much at the same time again. Like they did with the big patch, they're overwhelming us with too many changes at the same time. Which makes, people shy away from the game a bit, as they did last time. But other than that, I think the changes overall are good. Just a few of them not ideal, but a few of them really good. So, overall I'm happy with how the game's going. I'm interested in seeing how the balance patches work in like the next week or so, as they adjust to the new patch. But I like it. I like the new damage formula. I like the missing creep rounds. I like all that stuff. I think it's good that the games have some of the clutter cut out of them. It feels really strange to play, but it's good that they're gone. Very good that they're gone. I can't wait to repeat all that when I go live on my channel in a few hours. It's going to be the exact same shit. You already know, dude. Looks like we will get underway. Only a little bit delayed on the start there. All right. We've got two teams with the same name. It's a little bit confusing, but we'll get used to it. All right. Okay. So things are going to be a little weird to adjust to here. I mean, duos is a whole different beast after all. Well, let's see how this goes. So I'm not, oh god, I'm not entirely sure how to view everything, but we'll we'll adjust. So I think I can click on each individual board like this. Yeah, okay. So it looks like an open fort start for the, we'll call them red team. We'll go by colors because there's just too many names. So it looks like red team has gone for the open fort start, at least in round one here. Interesting new strategies coming out with the addition of no creeps, I guess, and all that stuff. The changes in the game definitely bringing to life some new some new ideas. Okay. Now we are going to have to press tab quite a lot here. There's a lot to keep track of. 16 individual players, of course. We're going to see a lot of 2-star upgrades very easily, as they do have access to 2 shops each team. We've also got to keep an eye on the items. It's going to get real confusing. A lot of 2-stars coming out. Scuffle squad with 2 2-stars. Looks like one is benched as of right now. Nope, they're here now. Okay, so it looks like Immortal is going to be the more powerful board of the two. And Van der Sar is going to be the weaker board at the beginning. Pretty common strategy. You have one strong board, one weak board. If the strong board dominates, even if the weak board loses, if it can kill 1 or 2 units, you're usually okay. Looks like Van der Sar has queued into the blue team's strong board here. I think Immortal has the weak board. Yeah, he does. He has wiped the floor with this board. If Van der Sar can kill the 1-star, which he did, it means that the orange team will take the blue team out by 1 health here. So the weak board killed 1 unit on this side, but it didn't on the other side, so that team gets the victory. And that can be the difference here, depending on the matchup. It's all about balancing the power correctly on the 2 boards, especially in the early game if you want to win streak. Very important to do so. We have a draw coming out up here. I assume I'll call that the brown team. I don't know what color. What color do you call that? Gold? The gold team? The most descriptive color. We'll go gold. The gold team. So while we have 3 teams on 100 health, there's only one that actually won their fight. And that is the Scuffle squad.
Come on, people!
No, that's a shame, Vidamina. I think the game will be good if you give it a chance, man. The new patch is not bad at all. So it looks like orange team here will head on to a 3-win streak. The power balance here looking pretty good. They have got 2 2-stars on each board now. I think they balanced this nicely, despite only being level 3. Other team has hit level 4 up here. I wouldn't be surprised if I see them push level 4 here to maintain the streak. We have got red team pushing 4. Looks like they're going to go for double interest instead of going for the level 4 push. Let's see if they regret it.
Time to light people on fire.
Okay, they've queued into gold team here. Okay. Looks like Van der Sar will barely lose. Okay, okay. And Immortal will win by a landslide, and it does look like they will maintain the streak, not punished for remaining on level 3. The level 4 push worked for red team. They have won their fight. And we've got another win streak starting up for the pink team here, who have also pushed 4. So that obviously the 4 push seems very beneficial. It's an extra unit on both boards. I'm shocked to see not more teams pushing 4. We do have blue team pushing 4 as well. I think early 4 push has to be quite important, although the early interest build can be nice. They're balancing their gold well to hit interest points here, very nice. Although again, I don't know if I like them staying on 3. They have queued into the level 4 red team, so they could be punished here. Although they have got 3 2-stars on Immortal's board here. And good 2-stars at that. Slard is very nice. Razor 2 is obviously huge. Tusk is not a bad pickup either. Unfortunately, the sniper took down the Razor in 1 hit, but the Tusk did manage to clean it up just in time. However, Explain destroyed Van der Sar's board, it looks like. And they will lose overall, since Immortal didn't have a dominating win to balance out the health loss. Looks like we will have no more streak here for these level 3 gamers. Should have pushed. Hindsight's 2020. And red team now win streaking. A level 4 push definitely benefiting the teams that have done it. Everybody is now 4. Okay, will we see any 5 pushes soon? Probably not. It was quite expensive in duos. So we should have even fights for this round in terms of unit numbers. Let's keep an eye on the benches here and the boards. A lot of 2-stars up. We have got some interesting builds coming out. A lot of sub boards going for assassins here. Generally, not a bad idea to build one of the 2 boards as assassin. It's fairly accessible. Okay, looks like pink will lose on this board. How about on this one? Yep. Okay, pink taking 11 damage from orange there. Quite the chunk. We have another draw coming out. Looks like the draw doesn't kill the win streak in duo. That is something I was not aware of. So they drew, but the win streak is maintained. Probably because they drew based on the 1 board winning, 1 board losing for the exact amount of health. So they technically didn't lose, so the win streak is maintained. It doesn't kill streaks in standard. Wait, have they changed it, Natalie? Draws don't kill streaks in standard anymore? Oh shit. Yeah, I didn't see that. I'm blind. Okay, that's awesome. Nice. It was changed, I see. I'm still kind of getting to grips with a new patch. That's my bad. My bad indeed. Not sure if that's in the patch notes though. I see. I don't know. I haven't properly read through them in fairness. Okay, 2 teams are maintaining the streaks now. We have level 5 pushes coming out for pink and gold teams. I guess yellow would be more appropriate, right? Yellow. That's yellow. That's gold. That's orange. Okay, my bad. We'll go yellow here. We'll go, I guess, white or gold. What do we think, chat? White or gold for this team? I need to identify this color. It is white, right? I'm pretty sure it's meant to be white. It just looks really odd. It looks like gold. I'll try and say white. Oh, the 2 win streaking boards have hit each other up here. Okay. So it's Explain versus Totaro Urso and Quasar versus Nando. The economy looking a lot better on the red side. Could that be an indication that the boards are weaker? I think it might be. Yep, looks like both sides will lose for red team here. They're going to take quite a chunk. Coupled with the loss of their streak, of course. The level 5 board of Totaro Urso. Definitely dominating their level 4 boards. 11 damage. This is where we start to see the damage ramp up quite a bit. We have level 5 boards now. I mean, this is where the damage gets kind of scary. I mean, you can be hit for a solid amount even at this stage of the game. We have got our first 3-star. Where is it on the boards? That's the question. I wanted to go look at it. It is benched currently. Very interesting. I think they're still deciding where to put it. Okay, it has been put in on Gyu's board here. Unfortunately, there is no Dragon Alliance on this board, which I find very strange. I feel like the Dragon Alliance is all but required to make this unit like anywhere good. Like, you're playing a 3-star, sure, it's not bad, but with the Dragon Alliance, this thing would be destroying right now. Surely. Regardless, he does win. He does take down the level 5s. Oh, they drew overall because the other board lost. So the power balance seems pretty even between these two teams. I wonder what would happen if the fight went the other way around. Makes you wonder. I don't think it counts for the streaks for demeanor, but it doesn't break streaks currently, which I think is a good change. So yellow team is currently up and away with this. They queued into pink. Okay, these boards looking fairly even in terms of 2-stars, although the Treant does worry me. If that Treant doesn't die easily, we are going to have a real issue. That said, the CK2 will be a very good damage source if it can stay alive. Solid if, though. Looks like they will take the victory. The other board won a lot more convincingly. 13 damage dealt to pink. We should be seeing more 3-stars soon. Level 6 has now been pushed for some teams. I imagine the interest cap changing must make things a lot different for duos as well. Ooh, a 3-star. It's the same board. Nobody has 3-stars except these guys who have 2 of them. Purple team. Okay.
Let's stop spinning our gears and win this.
They're up to something interesting down here. They're also only level 5 when half the teams have pushed 6 now. Surprisingly losing with 2 3-stars here. Not ideal, obviously. They have pushed 6 now. The board seems a lot more online with level 6, I think, for these 2 players now. You can definitely hit more tags with 6 units to choose from, opposed to 5. The damage numbers are becoming quite scary now. I mean, as you start to get to the 6-7 unit range, you can be hit for a fair amount of damage in duos if both boards lose quite hard. So we'll see if yellow completes their streak here, and we'll see if the 3 stars from the purple team make a difference. It looks like Overlord's going to win his fight. How are the 3 stars doing? Oh, the 3 stars dominated. So white team is about to take a huge chunk of damage. 24 damage on round 12. Wow. White team just got slapped. 2 more like that and they are dead. We could have a pre-15 death here. It is entirely possible. Wow, purple team actually on the road to getting a 3rd 3-star as one other team gets their 1st. That's insane to me. But they do have their first 3-star here. I believe it's on Nando's board. There we go. He is playing the Insect Sins. Wait, they changed Insect? I didn't even know. Okay.
Next time we'll be ready.
New Insect. Interesting. Okay. So you can get like a weaker version of Insects earlier in the game. That's pretty cool. Makes them accessible. Also makes it harder to get full Insect on the board. Ember Spirit 3 with Midas on is pretty broken. Let's see just how much just how much gold this can generate. These guys are already in the lead. Health leading the lobby by quite a substantial amount. It doesn't look like I can see what the gold gain is. It doesn't pop up on my screen like the gold breakdown as a spectator, so I can't actually see how much they're generating with this Hand of Midas, but I imagine it's quite a bit. We've got an interesting sort of low investment board here, all low cost 2-star units. And then we've got the Assassin board with a fair more amount of investment on it. Oh, the Ember should destroy this board. If it even gets to cast. Yeah, barely even got to make an impact, but they die pretty comfortably here. Yellow team looking strong right now. That's going to be another chunk for white team, no doubt. Looks like they will lose on both boards. Oh no, they're going to take a lot of damage here. They're already on 35. They are going to go down to 14 health. Round 15 death, is it coming? Wouldn't be shocked if we see some level 7 pushes here. We do have one already from X DUC. Our boys in green. Okay, we have got a Snap 3 for blue. That is the second Snap 3 in the game. Got quite a few 3-stars popping up now. We've got 2 on this board, 2 on this board, 1 here and 1 here. The Druid Alliance could potentially make a second 3-star, but it looks like they've gone for full 6 Savage here. This is a very interesting decision. Not sure I like this. They've also chosen to keep hold of their gold despite being very obviously in one-shot range. I don't like that. I think this gold needs to be spent. You're one off of a Tusk 3. Your partner's closing in on CK. If you die here, it's all for naught, really. Let's see if they're punished for this greed. That Lycan was getting a lot of bonus damage, but it doesn't seem to matter. Uh-oh. I can't read his name, but he needs to win this fight a little more convincingly. These need to die. Uh-oh. I think this could be lethal. I think they might be dead here. Ooh, 1 HP. 1 HP for them. Wow. Calculated, boys. They greeded their gold a little bit there, and they survived with 1 HP. Wow. Cheeky motherfuckers. White team is playing a dangerous game here. A very dangerous game. Right, they've got quite a bit of gold now. They should be able to hit some outs. We have got a 3-star Veno for pink. I'm curious to see if they're going to fully roll down here. They should. I'm kind of scared because they're not. Looks like they are making a decision on what to do. Seems like they're not going to do anything. 1 HP, they feel kind of weak to me, and they are just... They're just chilling. They're just chilling on their gold. Where were they? Oh, they queued into the... Oh no. They queued into the health-leading win streakers. This could be the death of them. They're a level behind. It's not looking good. Oh no. That is one fairly substantial loss. How about the other board? Oh, they are dead. They are more than dead. So we will have our 8th place finish in game 1, belonging to the white team. Not a lot they can do here. They didn't spend their gold, they got punished for it. And they will be knocked in 8th place. Vitamina. So it looks like our health leaders here are double the health of every other board in the game. They did queue into the Ghost with Team Purple. You've got to make the firm assumption that they're okay though. I mean, these boards are looking very, very nice right now. I think these guys are quite comfortable. Green will take down Pink, but only just. Pink actually surviving. Pink looking like they're not going to make the same mistake that White did. They are spending all their money. They're going to try and hit these outs before they drop. Streak maintained up here. Looks like a blue team could be the potential upset here for Team Yellow. Hopefully that fight happens soon. We can watch it. Shadow Shaman 3 acquired for Orange. Quite a lot going on here. A lot of 3-stars starting to form. A lot of progress on the benches. Unfortunately, you can't see the benches on the scoreboard. It would be quite a lot to write down, I suppose. Not enough room. Yo, Steven, what's up, man? CK3 on Overlord's board. Let's check this one out. Ooh, Pink has queued into the newly acquired Windstreakers. Can you please not say the color names? I am colorblind. Listen, Steven. It is just easier, my friend. 2 of the teams have the same name. I'm using colors. Did you not sleep again? Oh my god. Okay, it looks like this this fight will go in the way of Team Purple here. Ah, okay, man. Hi, buddy. I appreciate it. Pink did take down Blue. The win streak is no longer. Pink stabilizing somewhat, but they are in a dangerous spot. 1 loss and they are out. A few 3-stars being picked up. Purple hitting a pretty good one in Clockwork. This Inventor board looking quite spicy. We have got the level 8 by Red Team here. They are fully out of money. They are all in on the level here. They have gone 6 Scrappy Dragons. Interesting comp. And a 4 Brute, 4 Heartless. Why Jewel has different clothes color? It's for the color of the players. Like, I don't know if you've noticed this before. It happens in standard and knockout games too. It's to differentiate players based on their color. It gives like the Underlord that color clothes to sort of specify that it's you know, a different player. Let me see if I can find you a good example. Anyway, it looks like They will lose to the ghosts, albeit barely. We do have a couple more deaths following up here. We've got blue out in 7th, pink out in 6th. Things are progressing very quickly here. Every team, it doesn't look dangerously low, but it's dangerously low in a duo game. And Totaro Urso dominating right now. Him and Nando, oh, they are popping off, boys. So yeah, if you have a little look here, so we've got the Anesix actually has a color to her clothes here. It's like gold, yellow. The Jewel is like yellow orangey color here. Got the orange Hobgun should be. Oh, might not even be orange. I don't know. Sometimes they don't get the colors they should be getting in duos. It's a bit weird in duos, but in standard it works like that. To help you sort of see the difference. See, the clothes here are different. Light blue over here. It's very strange. But yeah, the clothing color changes on the Underlords based on the boards. It confused me at first too, don't worry. So the TB3 is attempting to carry, doesn't look like it's going to. The Timber 3 just not dying. So that's 1 loss. That's 2 losses. 16 damage, they do survive. Red taking 10 from orange here. And we have the Battle of the Totaro Ursos. Ooh, looks like purple might take it down. They do. Purple do take down their win streak. The health leaders getting hit for 14. The streak is no longer. We could have a different outcome on our hands, boys. It is not locked in stone just yet. Or set in stone, rather.
I will show you why I am feared.
Okay, that didn't go as planned.
Yeah, they've all got idle animations, Vitamina. Wait, who is that bottom right guy? What do you mean? This is Jill. This is the new the new Underlord, Steven. A patch dropped, my friend. You missed it. Oh, we could see a death. We do see 1, and I think we're going to see a second. Green knocked out in 5th, and I think red will shortly follow, potentially. No, they don't. Explain dominating on his board. 21 dealt. Okay, we do have our top 4 still. Alright, anyone's game. Anyone's game. Scuffle Squad actually took down purple here. Who took down the health leaders, so we do have quite a power triangle going on. The Ember 3 doing a lot of work, it seems, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Unfortunately, no real item here. It would be really nice with the Battle Fury, but didn't get it. Queen 3, okay. It's a pretty good power spike. Queen's a pretty strong unit. Oh, the 2 low health boards have clashed. I am going to watch this fight because this is the death match, arguably. Yeah, it's Jill. Steven. There's new items, the new Underlord, there's a lot of game changes. We got loads of new items, Steven. Okay, it looks like red are getting slapped on this board. It looks like Quasar did win somewhat, so that does mitigate the damage, and they do survive on 4 health. Looks like yellow slapped orange down to 4 health as well. They were on 30, I believe, so they took 26 there. The items you're looking for, so we've got loads of different things, Steven. We've got Silver Edge, Battle Fury is now tier 3. We've got a Desolator, Talisman of Evasion, Got all sorts going on, Stevie. Hand of Midas, 30% chance of getting 1 gold when it kills an enemy, plus some attack speed. Got a Crystallis. What else we got? Trying to find you the new items really quick before the game starts properly. There you go. Vladimir's offering. Allies within 2 cells get 10% damage, 5 armor, and 10% lifesteal. There you go. So we are most likely going to see 2 deaths here. Looks like all teams have gone all in at this point. Explain got destroyed. Kossar would have to win pretty convincingly. Doesn't look like he will. They take exactly 4 damage, which is their health. And they drop in 4th place. Let's see how this one's going. That fight's already over. I can't watch it. And it looks like Orange will barely win on this side. Looks like they won on both sides. Dealing 20 to the people with 17 health. It will knock them in 3rd place. Purple in 3rd. We now have a heads up. Yellow v Orange. Tratado de Urso. Tratado Urso, rather. Versus Scuffle Squad. Okay. It is Immortal and Vandesar and Tratado and Nando. The Brazilians, quite the health lead here. Let's see if it's enough. I think their boards are probably the strongest right now. This board looks fairly dominant. And this Knight board doesn't look terrible either. Comparing it with the other Sin board. Is it Sin Knights? No, it's not. It's Mage Knights. Never mind. It's Mage Knights. My bad. I thought he was playing Sins. Okay, no, this Mage board could be the deciding factor here. Mages are an interesting pickup. He has got Tinker 3 more 3. Oh, no, they do lose. Oh, that was close. Oh, no, they lost just barely there. That was over in a flash, it looks like. And Tratado Urso will take game 1. The other Tratado Urso in 3rd. So, I mean, pretty dominant performance by Brazilian players here, I have to say. And we do have Scuffle Squad sneaking into 2nd. The Mage board almost being enough to carry, but the Knight board did fall. That is a shame. So here's a final look at the scoreboard, if anyone's interested. How game 1 went. We will go into game 2 shortly. Quite hard to keep track of everything there. Duos is quite a confusing mode, but we will try. Vladik's team name. Yeah, dude. Sun Smile Ceremonials, dude, the boys.
Only I am fit to replace Mama E.
You're doing great. I'm trying Immortal. I literally never casted Duos before. I've played like barely any myself, let alone casted it, right? It's it's a very fucking confusing game mode, dude. There's a lot of boards to look at. There's a lot going on. I am trying my best. Quite a lot happening. But I think we kept a decent grasp on what was happening in the game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're just waiting on one of the players to rejoin and everybody to ready up. Okay, it looks like one of the teams might be dropping here. I'm seeing a message in the lobby chat that says, sorry, we can't complete tournament. So I'm wondering if one of the teams is dropping out here. Looks like that might be the case. Zlat's partner has not rejoined. He's the one that said it. So I imagine Zlat might dip out soon, unsure. So it looks like we will have a 7-man game 2 here. One of the teams had to dip. Unfortunate. Humans only seems to be the choice. So we will have no bots. So we will have a ghost board from round 1. That's going to be quite weird to adjust to, but I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm sure it will be okay, friends. Okay, so this is a best of 2 series, friends, just so you're aware. So this is game 2 of 2.
Is that all they brought?
Looks like red team did the open fort round 1 again. Interesting strategy, they keep doing it. Seems to be their preferred strategy, this open fort round 1. Okay. They do win against the ghost board here. Pink, purple, and green taking round 1 victories alongside white. I'm really curious about this round 1 open fort. It is very interesting to watch. I wonder if they're going to do a round 2 open fort as well. Let's keep an eye on this. This is actually some like interesting strategy stuff here coming out from the duos. Got a lot of 2 stars being built. Looks like they are going to play units round 2. So no double open fort here. That is a CK2. Looks pretty good for red here. Quite a lot of 2-stars coming out now. That is a 2-star Legion Commander for blue team. I want to watch this. Hold up. This could be interesting. So we've got an early level 3 board here with Demon, Bloodbound, and the Legion Commander. This could be quite strong.
I don't fear death.
The synergy is there despite being level 3. Let's see how this goes. So when the duel comes out, there should be a significant power spike here. Wow, look at that damage. What an interesting comp. Quite the interesting idea. I'd like to see how this progresses into mid game. Potentially late game. I mean, maybe with LC3, you can flesh the board out somewhat. The problem is getting levels is a lot harder in duos, so getting more units on the board for more alliances for this Legion Commander is going to be a tough ask, but it's not impossible. Quite a few early alliances forming here. We don't actually have any sins yet, which is very curious. Considering how many sins we saw last game, I'm quite surprised that there are none yet. Although it is only round 4. It's like the white team will get the ghost again. They keep getting it. It's quite funny. They are the only level 4 board, so they should win. Yep. The only team maintaining 100 health, and they are win streaking. The early level 4 push seems very beneficial in this game mode. I'm surprised not more teams are doing it. It's like purple are going to push 4 as well. I believe it's only 10 gold invested, right? Go to a level 3 board. Yeah, 10 gold invested, and there's 2 of you. I think the early 4 push is huge. Interesting. So given the choice of 2 of the scales with kills items and the Desolator, it's like both of them were ignored in favor of the armor shred. I mean, -5 armor is pretty huge. I'm just unsure if the late game potential of the ramping damage number is worth more, potentially, but I guess they decided it's not. So 100 health, 5 win streak, good econ as well. I mean, 30 and 20 gold here. Almost max interest moving into round 6. Oof, he got destroyed by ceremonials here. 8 damage. Looks like the streak will be broken. X W have come in and laid down the law. -12. Quite the hit on round 6. X W now win streaking. Arguably probably the strongest board right now. We should be seeing level 5 pushes soon. Probably next round. keep an eye on Kek W here.
This is going to be fun.
They seem to have the early game boards figured out quite well. Doubling up on strong 2-stars, like low cost 2-stars, seems to be a very good idea. Double Razor, for example, very nice. Look at that damage output. Wow. Although Overlord is doing something similar with double Batrider. Looks like the double Razor will reign supreme. How about the other fight? Ooh, looks like Sunsmar will lose though. So overall, Kek W do take a 2 damage loss, because you beat Sunsmart a little harder than Ceremonious beat Overlord. So that slight victory advantage there means the streak will be cut short. Our previous bottom health board has now climbed the board somewhat, starting a win streak of their own. These were the winners of the last game, looking to make a good showing in game 2 as well. Seeing a lot of early Razors, Storm Spirits, stuff like that. Snapfire too, quite a prevalent unit. People definitely favouring these strong early units regardless of their alliance, just for that board strength to minimise damage taken. Especially on the sub boards, because you'll have a main board and a sub board generally in duos. You'll have your main board that you want to destroy the enemy, and then you build a secondary board on the other player that has less invested in it, but the goal is to mitigate the damage they take by killing a few units before they die. So that overall you win because your strong board deals more damage than your weak board takes. That's the general setup. Obviously, if you can get 2 strong boards, you're in for a really good game, but generally you want to focus your investments in one board in particular. It seems to be a lot of the weak boards, quote-unquote, weak boards, I should say. They're not that weak, are they? But the sort of non-linear comp boards, they're not going for strict compositions, like you've got a scrappy board here, and stuff like that. These are less strict boards, are going for things like, maybe like assassins, because they're quite easy to get into. They're going for things like just strong early game units, like the Razors. We've got a BM2 here. Just 2-star low-cost units that are very, very strong. Regardless of what tags you end up completing, they're just general good investments. Looks like Tetado de Urso will... Oh, Tetado Urso. God, it keeps confusing me, didn't? Because they put the space in between them. Tetado Urso will take down Kaiser. Not a top-heavy game like last time. There was a significant health lead last game. Looking a little more balanced this time. The health's closer together. We do have a draw between these two boards. Oh, we have got the Underlord choice now, moving into round 10. If this could get off my screen, this would be really cool. There we go. Quite a few different choices coming out. A lot of players picking double Hobgons down here. We've got a split here, a split here, a split here. Looks like, oh, we have a double Jill board up the top. Okay. Interesting. People seem quite divided on what Underlord to take. I think that's a good sign for the game. If everybody picked the same stuff, we'd probably be in a lot worse of a position meta-wise. We do have 3 scrappy boards coming out. Very contested, but in duo because of the size of the pool. Sometimes it doesn't matter too much. Plus you have 2 shops to work from, so... You can play contested builds and it's not the worst thing in the world. Looks like blue team is win streaking now. We do have an item choice moving into 11. Okay. What will pit to play choose here? Does opt for the pike. Scaling damage, not bad at all. Based on the kill count. So stun board's starting to get kind of low here. It gets dangerous at this point. We do have two of the lower boards trying to offset that by pushing level 6 here. Let's see if that extra unit has enough of an impact. We do have one of the level 6 boards queuing into the win streakers, but they are only level 5, so maybe they can snatch the win away here with the extra unit they have each. Looks like the LC board will reign supreme. 5k damage coming out of the LC. But it looks like Van der Sar took down Pit to Play quite convincingly. And they do take the victory over the win-streaking board. That extra unit definitely coming in handy. We have got our first 3-star unit now. Bounty Hunter picked up for Van der Sar. We should start to see an influx of 3-star units moving into this sort of portion of the game now. Usually the low-cost units get completed right about now. We have a few more boards pushing 6. Some have remained on 5. Health lead starting to look apparent for blue and purple here. Everybody else relatively packed together. A few more rounds will dictate who ends up right at the bottom as these boards start to fight each other.
But effective. Drain their essence.
A very, very slight victory for Totaro Urso in the fight of the health leaders here. We got some slight victory here. Red team does beat the Ghost, and it looks like Yellow chunked white team, so they're now down on 35. So they are now the team in the danger zone. That is for sure. Let's see how Keck W is doing. Good 3-star progress. Closing in on quite a few outs here, but hasn't hit them yet. You got to wonder if they're going to pull the trigger at some time soon and roll for these 3 stars, because it's entirely possible they find them, and it would give their boards a huge power spike. Huge. They definitely should consider rolling soon, I think. Not the best Kunkabo for Sunsmile, but it does look like they will win anyway. Looking kind of close actually. The Jewel is keeping things alive, but not for long. Sunsmile will take him down. And Ceremonials wins very, very barely. 69 health on the Storm Spirit. 11 damage now dealt. White has stabilized, taking down blue. Red lost to the Ghost. And purple maintaining the streak against pink here. Wow. Dominant performance from a Brazilian team once again. I have to say. It's crazy. The Brazilians are out for blood. A few more 3 stars popping up in the game now. One player actually has 2 of them on Punch Pals. Van der Sar with the double 3-star assassins here. Looks to be uncontested on the Sins, surprisingly.
Your magic means nothing to me. Struck down their leader.
Stabilizing even more, taking down red team, knocking them down to a similar health value. White, the level 7 push for white here, probably quite beneficial. Curious to see what they do next. That's the real deciding factor, what they decide to do next. We do have a Razor 3 completion over here. We are seeing a lot more 3-stars come out now. This is a little bit slower paced than last game. We did see a death by this sort of round last time, I believe. But things are a little bit slower this game. But the deaths will be coming in the next 5 rounds. Quite a few, I imagine. The damage numbers get quite scary in duos, as we saw last game. Okay, Nando will take down Sunsmile. A lot less gold banked, so they have invested a lot more. Unsurprisingly, they do chunk Keck W for 20 damage here. Not surprised at all. Now on a 7 streak, purple team. Oh my god. And white have stabilized even more, taking 10 off of Punch Pals. On a 3 streak themselves. Let's move over to Keck W here. Looks like they are starting to roll down here, hit these outs. Ooh, Mask of Madness got a nerf. Didn't see that. That's probably a welcome nerf, to be honest.
We didn't come here for second place. Let's take them out.
Level 7 push for most boards now. Just 2 of them remaining on 6. Ceremonial still disturbingly close to a lot of outs here. Has not quite hit them. Probably quite frustrating for him. Getting disturbingly close to his outs here. There is the Cottle too. I imagine the 3 mage will enter the board now. Would be very shocked if it didn't. He is completing the roll down. He does find the Storm 3. Okay. I'm assuming 3 mage comes on the board now. There it is. Item did not quite make it on the board in time. But minus armor, not a huge deal for this board. It is magic damage oriented, so. Cottle should be able to wipe the board fairly well here. Oh, it doesn't look like it's going to get through the night buff, although the Storm 3 is alive. I think it may solo this board. If it gets the cast off here, it doesn't get the cast off. Minus 4 damage. That cast not coming through was the difference between a win and a loss there, and they do barely lose the fight. Purely because that Storm Spirit didn't cast. What a crazy close one. But that does seem to be the case. Surprisingly, no teams are dead yet. This is very confusing to me. We are seeing even more 3-stars start to appear every board. Starting to run some now. TB3 for Punch Pals. Keck W finally hitting the Snap 3. That took him quite a while. This should be quite an upgrade to the board now, considering he does have the Dragon buff online with DK. And of course a mage buff as well, so the The Mortimer Kisses are going to do a lot of damage. He did queue into the TB3 though, but that's all the board really was, just the TB3. It will get taken down. How about Sunsmile? How's he doing? Looks like quite a close fight, but I think he'll come out on top here. Very barely. Oh no, it looks like he'll lose. But it's such a small loss, it doesn't matter. Green will take down Pink overall, 11 damage dealt. Pink does have quite a lot of gold in the bank though, full interest on both of them, so wouldn't surprise me to see quite the power spike coming out of them after they spend down. Red team has stabilized somewhat. We still have no deaths. Everybody is still alive. White team starting to fall off a little bit here. They may want to think about spending this gold. Don't repeat the mistakes of last game. The Brazilians, one team looking dominant just like last game, but the other one has dropped off. Although they have pushed 8 when every team is 7, so there is potential here. Definite potential for this Brazilian team. Unfortunately, the boards do look like weaker versions of other boards in the game. So depending on the matchups they get, they could just get completely screwed here. They queued into quite a scary set of boards here. But I think it's one of the more favourable matchups. There are scarier boards in the game. Purple has now pushed 8 as well. Okay. We should see more 8 pushes very soon, I think. It is about that time. Okay. Looks like Tetado is going to hang on against the Hunter board, the Scrappy Hunter board here. The Brawny Brutes doing their job. How about the other fight? How did the Mage do? We can't see because the fight already ended, but we're about to find out. Looks like they will be victorious, taking Punch Pals down to 18. Everybody looking dangerously low. Pretty much everybody in one-shot range at the bottom end of the board here. Even 28 isn't safe. You arguably have 5 players in one-shot range. Depending on how sort of scary the loss is. Oh, TB3 picked up for white team with a bat 3 up here. Okay. Weirdly enough, this is the first 3-star on this board. And there's only 2 on this board. These guys have not hit many 3s this game. They're favoring higher cost units at 2-star. I wonder if that's going to be beneficial or not. The 3-star of the 2 Druid 50-50 here did go on the Enchantress, not the Lone Druid. That's definitely not a good sign. Not what you want to happen at this stage of the game, when every round is very important. Doesn't seem to matter, he will dominate that board, and it looks like Immortal lost as well. Pink is our first team to drop, knocked in 7th, Immortal and Bandasar. I believe they were the 2nd place finishers in game 1. So them getting 7th here definitely opens things up for the other teams that didn't place highly in game 1. Definitely keeps things interesting here. Anybody could come out on top at this rate. Sneak some prize money. I'm not sure what the prize breakdown is today. I need to check that. But Pawn, if you're here, what's the prize breakdown today for Duo? Ooh, Lifestealer 3 for blue team here, and the CK3. These boards starting to look pretty scary up here now. There's pretty good prospects actually. These boards are online. Okay.
feeling you get when the body stops moving. We need to make this quick.
Looks like the first place finishers of Game 1 drop in 6th. Oh, wow. Okay, this is really opened up now. The first and second have dropped in 6th and 7th, so not a perfect mirror, but close enough. Anybody 3rd or 4th place in the last game, if they get first here, they should take overall, I believe. If my math isn't incorrect. No, they should do, yeah. So it looks looking good for these players. Okay. And I have to say, blue team looking pretty strong now. I like the board progress here. Looking very, very good. A lot of really powerful 3 stars. You have the Refresher Lone Druid.
The more we fight, the tougher we get.
And that is our boys X DUC dropping out in 5th here. And not blue, red team following shortly after in 4th. We are down to our top 3. I think this looks really good for purple as they did get 3rd in Game 1. And with the other top finishers in Game 1 finishing at the bottom here, I think they take it overall if they get, I think 2nd or above, they should have it, right? Obviously winning the game would be easier. They are level 8 when the other boards are 7, so that is a decent advantage to have, although the 3-star progression of blue team, despite being level 7, maybe balances it out a little bit here. They do look very strong. Some high value 3 stars on the whiteboard as well.
Looks like I brought along the right musk. Time to get my hands dirty. I was killed by them?
So white team knocked in 3rd. I believe that means purple, aka Tataruso, Gu and Overlord should take this overall. If my calculations aren't wrong, they should be our overall winners regardless of the outcome of this match. But just to secure it, I think they should take down blue. I think if blue got 4th in Game 1, then they could win on tiebreak. So I think purple do need to win this. I'm unsure where blue finished in Game 1. If anyone remembers, let me know.
And this isn't the only one with friends in the court of Restore. Demons, get my way. Nothing's more rewarding than that feeling you get when the body stops moving.
No, I think blue finished low in Game 1, so I think it's locked in. I think purple take the whole thing. Tataruso, Overlord and Gu take the whole thing. They should get the top 1 prize. Between the other players, I'm not sure who actually gets priority in terms of 2nd and 3rd place prizing, so we're about to find out after the game ends, I assume. Unsure how it would actually break down. I think it's quite close. Because these players both top 2 and then bottom 2, it does make things very close for the 2nd and 3rd prizes. But consistent performance by Gu and Overlord will secure them top 1. A 2nd and 3rd place finish should be enough here, if I'm not mistaken. It could matter for blue here. Getting the 1st place here could secure them a 3rd place or 2nd place prize, despite their game 1 bomb out. So we will see. This could be important for blue, although I'm pretty sure purple have just won. So it only really matters for blue right now, I think. Okay. Looks like blue is probably going to win this board. It's very close though. Maybe not. No, the BM3 is probably just going to wipe this board now. Yep. Okay. Hobgun is silent, so we're not going to get another unit killed most likely. Okay. Ooh, they chunk blue for 20 damage here. Very potentially, they could be denying blue a shot at the 2nd or 3rd place prize by winning this heads up that they don't even need to win. But I mean, that's the nature of the game. You can't give them the win. You got to play to win, and they got to try and take him over. So we'll see. Actually, moving to round 26 here, quite a late round for duos. Looking like this will be the final fight coming up. I do like that Target Buddy has a Santa hat. Very cool and very festive. Refresher BM3 looks pretty hot, I have to say. Let's check this damage output here. It should be pretty big. Positioning seems good. It will hit everything in a curve here. We'll hit most things if it casts that way. Oh, the LC3 is shredding the board. Just 2-shot, nearly 1-shot and Axe 3. Oh my god, look at the bonus damage. Whoa. What is going on here? Look at the DPS. Oh my god. 33,000 damage. 37 team damage dealt to purple here by blue. Oh my god. 37. Wow, that Legion Commander just did work, boys. But that is game 2 of 2, I believe, with a 2nd and 3rd place finish overall in both games. That should be the victory for Totaro Urso, for Overlord and Gyu. And I will get you the 2nd and 3rd place finishes overall, of course, shortly, so that you know who won what. We can keep a quick little look at the board breakdown here. Interesting, different setup here.
I do not hide from my troubles. I meet them head on.
Oh, okay, hang on. It looks like Duos only has 2 winners for prizes. Okay. So Duos only has 2 prize winners. So we've got... First place should be Totaro Urso, Overlord and Gyu. 2nd place, let's see what they acquire. Let's see who gets 2nd overall. It looks like... No way. It's the other Brazilian team. No way. Totaro Urso and the other Totaro Urso win 1st and 2nd. So Overlord and Gyu win overall, and in 2nd place is the other team from Brazil, Nando and Totaro Urso himself. So we have a double Brazilian finish here. Quite a dominating performance from the Brazilians yet again. Unless I'm mistaken and there's a tiebreaker. No, there doesn't seem to be. Does not seem to be a tiebreaker. No, looks like Brazil wins. Who is leading so far? It's over, my friend. It was a 2-game series. Vitamina. That is the end of the finals, buddy. Overlord and Gyu win overall. They get the first place prize, and the second place prize goes to Nando and Titaru Urso. So the Brazilians from the TDU group have taken both first and second place and won all of the prize money in the duo tournament today. Crazy, crazy, crazy plays, man. Brazil is popping off lately, I have to say. Very impressed. Very impressed indeed. They take over the Russians. Yeah, they are, aren't they, right? Vitamina, it's crazy. They're like the new Russians. They're dominating the game right now. Right, well, I think that is all from me for duos today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same channel, I believe. It might be a little bit later, actually. I think it's a little bit later, but it's tomorrow, the solo finals. I will be casting that. So I'll see you guys on this channel tomorrow for the solo finals. And I'll see you over on my channel in about 30 minutes. If any of you guys are watching or playing in my Knockout Cup, that is in 30 minutes. So I'll catch you guys very shortly. Hopefully. Thanks for coming out today. Something new, casting a duo tournament. I'm not really acquainted with duos that much, so it was interesting to try. I shall be doing it every week, so I'll be casting the duo, solo, and knockout finals for DUC every week. So that is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for a couple hours each day. So hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow and Sunday on this channel and in a little bit on my channel. So, alright, peace boys. I will catch you soon. Much love.